You're listening to SDO Isabela Radio-Based Instruction.
Come on, Mapeh!
Yay!
Mapeh paawit, Mapeh pagguhit, Mapeh sayaw at Mapeh lusog ka. When learning continues in Mapeh Edukalidad. Hey!
When learning continues in Mapeh Edukalidad. A healthy outside starts from the inside. Good morning, everyone, especially to all our grade 7 learners out there. This is Teacher Anna, and you are listening to Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. Welcome to our first episode in Mapeh Health 7 with the topic Nutrition During Adolescence.
Wow!
Before we start, make sure that you have your learning kits beside you and you are in a comfortable place as you listen to our lesson for today. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. Good nutrition affects your total well-being. Thus, it is very important in attaining good health. At the end of this episode, you are expected to identify the right food for your age to achieve healthy lifestyle. It is important to know the essential nutrients and the amount of food you eat every day. Are you all excited for the new lesson?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Before we start, let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with the online shopping apps like Shopee, Lazada, and Zalora?
Aye, aye, Captain!
These are the apps where you can choose, grab, add to cart, and check out items that you want to buy online. Try to imagine that your module in front of you is your mobile phone. Open it on page 6, What's in Activity 1. All you need to do is to encircle the healthy foods that you find in the pictures and box the unhealthy foods. Remember to do that in a separate photocopied material given by your teacher. Are you ready, guys?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I will give you 30 seconds and your time starts now. Time's up! Let's see if you answered it correctly. My dear learners, what are the healthy foods that you encircled in the activity? Orange? Correct! Another is egg? Correct! What else? Carrots? Very good!
Wow!
How about unhealthy foods? Fries? Correct. What else? Ice cream? Very good. Any more? Candies. Amazing. I think you are all set. Our topic for today is all about nutrition during adolescence. Healthy foods for preteen and teenage children include a wide variety of fresh foods from the 5 food groups. The 5 groups are the following. First is the fruits group, then the vegetables, the grain foods, the reduced fat dairy foods and dairy-free alternatives, and the fifth one is the protein group. Did you get that, students?
Aye, aye, Captain!
It's important for you to eat variety of foods from among these 5 food groups. This will give you all the extra nutrition and energy you need to grow and develop properly. Remember that there is a strong relationship between what you eat and your health, not only today but in the future as well. Proper nutrition also helps prevent diet-related chronic diseases in the future, such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and osteoporosis. It is important for you to select a well-balanced diet always. To know more about the 5 food groups, let us begin with the first and second group, which is the fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables give you energy, vitamins, antioxidants, fiber, and water. They contain disease-fighting phytochemicals. Because of this, eating plenty of fruits and vegetables every day can help reduce your risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. Always remember that you should choose fruits and vegetables at every meal. And for snacks, be it in different colors, textures, and tastes. Both fresh and cooked. Always wash them to remove dirt or any chemical sprays that were left on skin peels because they contain nutrients too. Did you get that, my dear learners?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Next is the grain foods. Grain foods are consuming foods that are rich in fiber, such as whole grains, as part of overall healthy eating, reduces the risk of coronary heart disease, and may reduce constipation. Grain foods includes bread, pasta, noodles, breakfast cereals, rice, corn, quinoa, polenta, oats, and barley. These foods give you the energy you need to grow, develop, and learn, and will give you longer lasting energy and keep feeling fuller for longer. Another is the reduced fat dairy foods and dairy-free alternatives. During your puberty stage, you need more calcium to help reach peak bone mass and build strong bones for life. So, you are encouraged to have different kinds of dairy each day. For example, drinks of milk, cheese slices, and bowls of yogurt. If you do not eat dairy, you can also eat dairy-free foods that are rich in calcium. For example, tofu, broccoli, nuts, seeds, tinned fish with bones, and calcium-fortified foods like cereal, soy milk, and bread. Key dairy foods are milk, cheese, and yogurt. These foods are high in calcium and protein. Lastly is the protein. Protein is a hard-working nutrient. It is needed for the growth and repair of muscles and tissues, and the production of enzymes and hormones. These are especially important for an adolescent as you experience rapid changes in development. When calories are too low, the body uses protein for energy, leaving less for its other roles. Protein-rich foods include lean meat, fish, chicken, eggs, beans, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, and nuts. These foods are important for your child's growth and muscle development, especially during puberty. Can you still follow?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Let's now move on to page 11 of your module. What is the healthy drinks for teenagers? The healthiest drink for teenager is water. Water is also the cheapest. Most tap water is fortified with fluoride for strong teeth too. Milk is also a good drink option for teenagers. It's rich in calcium, which is good for bone development. A 50-kilogram adult contains about 31 liters of water, and a 1-year-old 10-kilogram child contains nearly 8 liters of water. Almost every part of the body contains large amount of water. We can live without solid food for few weeks, but we cannot live without water for more than few days. An adult needs about 2 to 3 liters of water each day. That is why giving drinks is so important when people lose a lot of water due to excessive sweating or when we have diarrhea. Water is important for life. We need water for the body to make cells and fluids such as tears, digestive juices, and breast milk. It keeps mouth, intestine, eyelids, and lungs healthy and wet for production of urine and sweat to flush out waste from the body and other essential body processes. Did you get that? Wow, very good!
Tayo na!
When learning continues in Mapeh Edukalidad.
O anak, bakit hindi mo ginagalaw ang pagkain mo? Inay, ayoko po ng ulam. Ang gusto ko po sana ay chicken joy at hotdog, kagaya ng mga kalaro ko. Hindi mo ba alam anak na ang mga pagkain iyan ay hindi sapat ang sustansyang kailangan ng iyong katawan? Kailangan mo din kumain ng gulay at prutas dahil ang mga ito ay nagbibigay ng iba't ibang bitamina upang lumakas ang iyong resistensya. Ganun po ba, Nay? Sige po, kakainin ko na po ang aking pagkain. Nang sa ganun, ay lumakas po ang aking katawan at malayo sa sakit. Isang paalala mula sa kagawaran ng edukasyon at ng himpilang ito.
Let's proceed to what food should you avoid or limit. You should mostly avoid sometimes foods. These foods include fast food and junk foods like potato chips, burgers, fries, pizza cakes, chocolate, candies, biscuits, donuts, and pastries. These foods are high in salt, saturated fat and sugar, and low in fiber and nutrients. Too much of these foods can increase the risk of teenage overweight and obesity, and conditions like type 2 diabetes. You know what, students? You need also avoid sweet drinks like fruit juice, soft drinks, and flavored milk. These are high in sugar but low in nutrients. Students, are you still with me? That's good. We also have the other essential nutrients and their functions. Essential nutrients are compounds that the body cannot make or insufficient amount. According to the World Health Organization, these nutrients must come from food and they are vital for disease prevention, growth, and good health. In your module on page 12, you can see the table of the different nutrients and their functions and serving amounts. First is calcium. Calcium is for bone development, and your body needs 1,000 milligrams per day by eating dairy and non-dairy products, leafy vegetables, tofu, cheese, yogurt, salmon, and milk. Next is iron. Eating 20 to 21 milligrams of foods rich in iron like fruits, nuts, dark leafy vegetables, cereal, and whole grain enriched helps our body in blood production, especially at the onset of menstruation among girls. Did you get that, girls?
Yes!
Another is the protein. Protein builds and repairs tissues, helps body make enzymes, antibodies, and hormones. For boys, you need 71 grams daily and 63 grams for girls. All you need to do is to eat lean meat, poultry, fish, dairy product like milk, yogurt, cheese, seeds and nuts, beans, legumes, eggs, and fish. Can you still follow, dear learners? I am glad that you are still there listening to our broadcast. Next is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates supply energy to all cells in the body by eating the right amount of dairy, milk, yogurt, grains rice, potatoes, cereals, corn, and sugary sweets. Lastly is fiber. Bananas, oranges, apples, mangoes, strawberries, carrots, broccoli, beets, peas, and whole wheat are the sources of fiber. It normalizes bowel movement, lowers cholesterol level, helps control blood sugar level, and helps you live longer. Do you want to live longer, kids? And so do I. Knowing these kinds of nutrients from variety of foods, you can now decide what to include in your daily diet. It also gives you information on what foods to limit and avoid. Thank you, dear learners, for listening to our lesson today. My dear learners, we discussed that the food you should eat must be loaded with the nutrients needed by a growing adolescent like you. Now, turn your module on page 17 and do the activity 2, pick and group. All you need to do is to pick those fruits containing the essential nutrients written on mango fruits and write them under the healthy food group, and those fruits containing inessential nutrients under the unhealthy food group. Write your answer on your activity notebook. Do you understand, kids? I am giving you 30 seconds to classify and review your answers before we check them. We are back. Now let's check your work. The answer may appear in any order. Under the healthy foods group, the answers are pechay, papaya, atis, yogurt, squash, cabbage, kamote tops, guava fruit, malunggay, radish, beans, saluyot, patola, and milk. Did you get that, kids? Let's proceed to unhealthy foods. The answers are junk foods, chocolates, instant noodles, French fries, ice cream, and candies. There you have it. How many of you got the perfect score? Wow, that's impressive! For your next activity, entitled It's Showtime, on page 20 of your module, this will allow you to demonstrate your understanding of good nutrition for adolescents like you and decide on the type of food to eat. Select one among the suggested activities in which you think is easy for you to accomplish. You can send your work to your teacher's Facebook account or any online platform. This ends our today's lesson on nutrition during adolescence. I appreciate you for listening attentively, and I hope that you have learned a lot from this episode. If you have any questions, just feel free to send your message to our Facebook page, Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela, or contact your teachers. Thank you for listening and staying with us. On behalf of the SDO Isabela RBI production team, this has been your teacher on air, Annalyn Torres, saying, eat good, feel good, and live good. God bless everyone and please stay safe.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!